What's up guys, ACCardShark back with another eBay unboxings video. This is going to be in multiple parts. As you can see, I got one package in the mail today. I believe it's a couple of games I had ordered from one seller, and then I have at least two more auctions coming, on this video, if maybe one or two more, who knows if I happen to land a couple more items. But I just wanted to unbox the first one for you. So I've got my trusty scissors here. I'm gonna bust this thing open and see if I can't get this on film for you. Hopefully I can get them out. It seems like it's packaged really well, so we'll see. But yeah, I just started hitting up eBay again. There was one specific game I've been looking for off any kind of seller at all. Like when I was out visiting Pixel Sandwich, I was looking for a game, and Quakertown I was looking for it, and Video Bonanza I looked for it, and finally I found it on eBay. So I think that's what came in the mail today. So I unwrapped that to open up another box here. So it was packaged well. Let me see if I can split this open here. Probably should have done this before I started recording, just to save some time for you guys, but there we go, cool. Yes, it's the two games I was waiting on, cool. Yeah, two awesome games for amazing prices, honestly. I got two games from one seller. The one game that I actually went to the seller for was actually a PS1 game, and it's apparently hard to find. This is the one I was looking for out by Pixel Sandwich on vacation, and then Video Bonanza, the flea market, everywhere I've been looking for it. I looked it up on eBay, and they were mostly selling for $20+ for this game. And I was able to find someone who was selling it for, I think it was $14 or best offer. So I shot them an offer of $8, because you can always try to haggle. If they say no, they say no, and if you want to just pay the full price they're asking, then great. But I shot them an offer of $8, and it was like, bam, like, accepted. I was like, okay, because like every other copy on eBay is $20+. For the PlayStation 1, guys, the game is called Incredible Crisis. Apparently they got it for $4 something, so they actually made some money. You know, that's awesome right there, because someone bought this game for $4.49 and made like $3 or $4 on it. I got it for a steal, so you know what, win-win. I like that. It's really Japanese, this game. It's put out by Titus, and it's basically it's about maintaining your sanity as you help Taneo's family get home in time for Grandma's birthday. I kid you not. Pixel Sandwich introduced me to this game when I was out at his house on vacation, and we were laughing our asses off at this. It's just an absolutely fun time for the PlayStation 1. It's just like you're this Japanese guy avoiding like crisis after crisis, like trying to just get out of sticky situations. And it's all about mini games, and the music was by the Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra. And honestly, right here, one of the reviews on the back, it says, one of the funniest things you'll ever put in your PlayStation. And one says, the wackiest, most intriguing, fun PlayStation game of the year. And you can, I'm not lying, you can see it right there. It's just absolutely, just a great time. Highly recommend this game, guys. If you have a PS1 or even a backwards compatible PS2, pick this game up, guys. It's really awesome. But it does come complete, as you can see, the game disc and the instruction booklet. It's a black bottom disc. It's got some fingerprints, but that's about it. It looks pretty good. Should be perfectly playable. So I picked it up for $8. Can't go wrong, right? And then anytime I buy a game from a seller, I always look to see if they have any other games for sale, because a lot of times you can grab multiple games, combine shipping, save some money that way. And sure enough, he had a couple of other decent games, but this one I've been looking for a while. It's the rarest of the series, and you guys know I'm a huge fan of the series. The game is called Sim Ant for the Super Nintendo. And as you can see, the label is looking really good, nice and clear, nice and no separation. Sim Ant is the rarest of the Sim games on the Super Nintendo. You have Sim City, Sim Earth, I believe, Sim City 2000, and then Sim Ant. Sim Ant, from the rarity guide that I looked up, it had a $28 value, and it had like a high 70s on the rarity scale. 70%, I should say, like 77, 79, right around there. I saw this at Video Bonanza actually this past Sunday, when you guys just saw the Flea Market Sundays episode. I believe it was 22, where I picked up a bunch of games. They had Sim Ant there for $35, and I almost picked it up because I found it. I was like, oh my god, like I had it in my hands, and I was like, it's Sim Ant. So I looked and I found Sim Ant from the same seller who sold me Incredible Crisis, and it was buy it now for $13.95. So I was really happy I didn't pick it up for $35. And I got it, the rarity guide says it was worth $28 cartridge only, and I got it for I think it was $13.95. It was under 14 bucks. So with shipping for both games, I think I dropped like, well, it was basically 14 and 8, 22 plus shipping. I think it was like 26 for both games, when this was 35 by itself. So again, saving some money here, guys. The pickups for today: Incredible Crisis for the PlayStation 1, Sim Ant for the Super Nintendo. I call that an ultra win. Two amazingly fun games, guys. I highly recommend both if you guys are looking for some retro stuff to hit up, and you're just in the mood for playing some retro games. Those are two good ones to pick up. So I'm going to cut the video now to a different day. I have at least 2 more packages coming to show you, and we'll continue in a second. Alright guys, back with part 2 of the eBay unboxing. As you saw on the first part, I got Incredible Crisis for the PS1 and Sim Ant for the Super Nintendo. I do have an envelope here. This is part 2 of the eBay unboxing, and then part 3 should be coming within the next day or so. I got my trusty scissors and the package here. I'm going to cut it open. This is just one game that I had found. I'm trying to find this whole collection of games, so to speak. They had a couple of different I guess sequels to the series, and it came in another envelope inside. I have the first one. I'm just a huge fan of, and I do have it complete in box in my collection to try to give you some hints. But this is part 2 of the series, and part 3 is the hardest one to find. And I believe there's a 4th one somewhere in there. I don't know, but well, I'm going to research that. So anyway, here's the envelope. As you can see, it's a Super Nintendo game peeking out here. That game is Final Fight 2 for the Super Nintendo, made by Capcom. As you can see, this one is in really, really good shape. Final Fight 1 was a favorite of mine growing up. I do have it complete in box sitting over on my shelf over there, and I want to try to get the entire collection of Final Fight games because I do love this series so much. If you guys have never played Final Fight, it is available for those current gen gamers. It is available on Xbox Live as part of a double pack with, I believe, Magic Sword. I think it's like $10 for both games. If you have no access to old retro games like this on the old systems, do yourself a favor and download it on the XBLA Final Fight 1. It's absolutely a great beat 'em up, just a really enjoyable game. I'm really anxious to play Final Fight 2. I'm so happy to have this in my collection now. Final Fight 3 is a little harder to find, a little bit more expensive, but I am going to try to go after that as well. And I do believe there was a Final Fight called Final Fight Guy. I'm not sure if that was Japan only. I have to do some research on that. If you guys know anything about that, leave some comments below for me. But I am trying to get this entire collection. I'd love to get the entire collection complete in box for just for display, because I am such a huge fan of this series. But Final Fight 2, as you can see here, and like I said, spine, everything's in great shape. That is part 2 of eBay unboxings for this episode. Part 3 is coming up probably in real time a couple days later. In your time here on YouTube, it's coming up right now. Alright guys, welcome back to the final part of this eBay unboxing video, part number 3. Got the last box in the mail right here. As you can tell, it's kind of small. It's like one of those small priority boxes. Hopefully I busted it open okay. This is kind of like the epic like finale, so to speak, of what I did pick up. As you can see, I did get a power cord, which see if I can give it away. It's a Sony power cord. I also got this GameStop case, like a little GameStop lanyard, which I really don't care much about, but the item that's in here, obviously I want protected. So upon opening up the case, and it looks so freaking cool, Upon opening the case, you can see that there is a PSP 2000 inside. Now, as you guys know, I didn't have a PSP, I have a PS Vita and a PSP Go, but I never had a PSP to play UMD discs. I wanted to make sure I got a PSP that I could play those games, but I also wanted to make sure I got like a really cool one that like was really cool for me. And I was able to find this special limited edition version of the PSP. It looks to be in pretty decent shape. It's the white PSP, and as you saw before on the back, it is the Darth Vader limited edition Star Wars PSP 2000. So I did pick up a PSP 2000. As you can see inside this case, it did come with the battery, which they shipped separately inside the case, and also it looks to be a 1 gigabyte memory card that came with it, which should be okay for, I would say, for a long time. I mean, I don't see myself playing a whole lot of this system. Just certain games and certain things that I wanted to try out on UMD, which wasn't available on the PSN. So I pretty much call this an epic win. I mean, it feels like the joystick feels good, the buttons feel good, the shoulders feel good. I'm going to cut the video. I'm going to install the battery inside and turn it on and make sure it works, and then I'll come back and I'll show it to you, and I'll pop a disc in just to show you that it works, and then that'll be the cutoff. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, back. I just installed the battery and the memory card, and I have it plugged in through the AC adapter because it needs time to charge on its own to recharge the battery. I did test it out. It did work, so I'm going to boot it up for you guys and show you. Alright, there you go guys. As you can see, the previous owner had a Doom wallpaper, I guess. I'm going to have to mess around with this and get some wallpaper for myself. Although it is kind of cool. It's kind of retro and kind of neat, but not really for me. Let's see here. If I go down to a UMD, hit start, it does load up the UMD with no problem, which is obviously always a good thing. Let's see what that says. Game contains autosave. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Just want to show you guys a little bit of the clarity of the screen. So as you can see guys, that's Mega Man Powered Up, which I picked up recently for the PSP.
Must continue. Mega Man Powered Up.
So that's Mega Man Powered Up guys. Let me just turn the volume down a little bit. There we go. So that's Mega Man Powered Up, just to show you that the UMD drive did work. I was kind of scared because I've never really bought a console, a handheld, anything like off of eBay or off of anything like that. But when I found, I knew I wanted this limited edition. I know that the 3000 is the newest one out there, but all I wanted was something that would play UMDs and that I could play those, the old games, as well as the fact that it's a really cool limited edition for me because I love Darth Vader. It's my favorite Star Wars character. So I just figured it was, everything in one. And the fact it's a white one as well, because my Vita is black, my Go is black, the fact that it would stand out a little bit on my shelf and everything. So, I only have 2 games. I have Mega Man Powered Up, which I showed you, I think, on a recent video, and I have one of the God of War games. I forget which one I had, but I picked those up because they were buy 2 get 1 free at GameStop. And I had picked up Pixel Sandwich. I picked him up in NHL 07 for his birthday, so I figured I got myself 2 games. I knew I was getting a PSP eventually. There were a couple of games at my local GameStop that I do want to pick up. And they still have the buy 2 get 1 going on. So some of those games are dirt cheap now. You can get them for like $4, $6, $7 a piece, and buy 2 for like 14, 15 bucks and get a third free. $5 a game really is not too bad. I could build a collection real quick like that. So, but yeah, so the new PSP guys, that's like the epic pickup. I guess if it's epic, I don't know. It's pretty epic to me. A brand new system that I've never owned before, and the fact that like I said, it's the Darth Vader white PSP. So as you guys saw, On the first part, you saw Incredible Crisis and Sim Ant, both games you need to play, guys. Second part, you saw Final Fight 2 for the Super Nintendo, a little bit more rare than normal, but again, another game you guys need to pick up and play. And just the PSP, something I needed to pick up and play, which I'm sure you guys have done years and years ago. And I'm just getting to it now because I just never really got into the handheld stuff until recently with the Vita. So. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. That's this episode of eBay Unboxings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Till next time, guys, ACCardShark. Take care.